Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's Brian with CraftFancy. Hopefully everyone's doing all right tonight on a Wednesday night. Hopefully they haven't melted. Apparently there's a heat wave going around the country, and I just want to welcome everybody on tonight. Got a lot of people coming in, like Robin Bangus is on there. Penny Clark is joining me tonight. And I have some other people that are watching that are very quiet. So if you're quiet, make sure you say hello. Don't be bashful. I know you're watching. So it is Wednesday night. It is Technique night. So we are going to be joining tonight by a special guest. Her name is Sheila. I'll be bringing her in a second or two. I just want to give everyone a chance to get on there and say hello. So hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Everything was good. What's going on out there? I don't know. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got some big shows coming up. We're going to be doing the Lancaster show pretty soon. I got Manchester coming up. I have a rubber stamp show in Fort Wayne. Too much fun. Got a lot of stuff going on, so we're trying to pack up. So we got a few things going. All right. Let's bring in our guest right away. Without further ado, let's welcome Sheila tonight. Sheila, welcome. How are you?
Hi, everybody. I'm good.
Awesome. So we got welcome back. You've been off for a couple of weeks here, so you've been staying busy?
I've been staying really busy, and I've also been staying inside. I don't like this heat.
No, the heat definitely gets to everybody, so it's been hot here.
It's a good excuse to stay inside and craft, though.
Yes. It's been well over 100 degrees here in Illinois the last couple of days. It finally cooled down, but the humidity's still hot. So hopefully everything's working out pretty good for you guys. Hopefully you guys are staying cool. Tonight we're going to be, what are we working with tonight, Sheila?
Tonight we're working with foils and stencils.
What are we doing?
So the technique we are going to work on is the kind of foil that transfers with something sticky, not anything that needs a laminator or heat. So we're working with something sticky.
Well, something sticky. Is that a crafty term, something sticky?
Yes, very tacky.
Awesome. Sandy Scott joining us from Tennessee out there. So welcome, Sandy. We are coming live to you on Facebook and on YouTube. I always seem to forget that. So Sandy is watching on YouTube, and everyone else seems to be watching on Facebook tonight. So Facebook seems to be the winner. Yay, Facebook. All right. Why don't we go ahead? Do you want to get started?
Yes.
All right. Let's take a look. Go. I'm going to go ahead and move you to the overhead and go ahead and start talking.
Okay.
It's all you.
So what we're going to do is we're going to learn techniques for foil and stencil. So using your stencil to foil your cards. And this is kind of a finished product here. And we'll go back to that later. So things I'm using are the Waffle Flower Postage Collection stencil. And I'm using the second stencil. There's one of two in this. This is the coloring stencil, Postage Collage Coloring Stencil. I've already used the first one to create a background with some Distress ink. I just brushed that on.
Slow down. What ink did you use?
I used the Chip Sapphire, but the Distress ink, whatever color you like, doesn't matter. I just thought it looked nice. It showed the stencil. It shows the foil on a dark background and on a light background. So that was my purpose for using a darker ink. Okay, so we have here stencil background. I'm going to hold it down with a little bit of this low tack tape, yellow tape, so it doesn't wiggle around when I apply what makes it sticky. And I love the way these line up really well, these waffle flower ones. Easy to line up. And you'll notice I have masked out some portions that I do not want the sticky to go on. Masking means to cover a section of the stencil that I don't want the sticky stuff to go through. The sticky stuff I'm referring to tonight is called Tacky When Dry Gel Medium. So we're going to be using the Tacky Wind Dry Gel Medium, and I'm going to apply it 3 different ways to get 3 different textures. So I'm going to put it on with a spatula, pretty thick, where these little stars are. I'm using a spatula. And I want that to be really smooth. And the reason I want it to be smooth is because the foil will show any texture or lines from the gel medium. Then I'm going to do the same kind of creamy application on the parts down here at the bottom, and also on these little polka dots here. So I'm using it thick there. Now where there's a butterfly image here, I'm going to use a brush, because with the butterfly image, I want some of the brush strokes to show in the foil. I'm going to actually be double foiling the butterfly. Double foiling, like curses, foiled again. And I'm using a brush on this because I want it to look like a planet when I'm done. So I'm swirling it on because I want a swirl texture in the foil. You can go back and do another layer of this if it doesn't seem to be textured enough for your liking. And then I'm using a brush that has kind of a stiff bristle to it. And I'm going to dot on so I get another kind of texture here when I add the foil. Again, this is the Tacky Wind Dry Gel Medium. And I'm not dipping the brush right in there because there might be a little bit of this blue oxide ink, and I don't want all of my gel to turn blue. Okay. So I've applied the gel medium. It takes about an hour to dry, or you can dry it with a heat gun. You dry it with a heat gun, be really careful because it will start boiling and bubbling up, and that gives you a whole nother texture, but it's a texture you may not want. And I would take your stencil and put it right in water. Rinse it off right away because the glue will come off with some soaking in a dish soap and warm water, but it's easier if you put it in water right away. And instead of heat gunning right here, right now, I'm just going to pull one that I already pre-dried today. So you can see the difference. When it's dry, it's clear. When it's not dry, it's like a milky white. So this is dry, but it's sticky. That's why it's called Tacky Wind Dry. I'm going to move this wet one out of the way. And I'm going to, again, use this low tack tape to hold down.
While you're doing that, I do have a question for you. This is different than the like the medium matte, correct? From the Crafters Workshop, they have a medium gloss, I believe it is, that you can put on, and that would be a finished product. This is a different product, isn't it?
This is a different product because it stays sticky.
Because it stays sticky, so you need to finish. You need to do another application on top of this. This is, otherwise you'll ruin this card. So this isn't the same type as the medium clear from the Crafters Workshop. You got to use the tacky. Okay, thank you.
Tacky when dry.
Tacky when dry.
Called. Gel medium. Now, the tacky when dry gel medium, or any other mediums that stay sticky when dry, I don't know that there are that many out there, are very, very sticky. So don't make the mistake I did. I used a scrap of foil where some of the foil had already been taken off. So you just get the clear acetate, and it stuck to the card, and when I peeled it back, it just tore the card. So make sure you have a piece of foil that is completely covered with foil. There's no empty spots on there. There's definitely foil on the whole thing. And the kind of foil that we're using right now is the deco foil. And the deco foil you can use with adhesives, which this is, a sticky adhesive, or toner sheets. So you can use it with heat, or you can use it with a sticky surface, which is what we're doing. I've cut my foil into about the right size squares for this project because I want to use different colors in different spots. And I'm going to start with the gold stars on the top. I'm just going to put the foil down. And you can press really hard on this. If you're just doing one color of foil, you just one sheet, you can just put it right through your die cut machine. Just press it right through. Don't cut anything. Just press it down so it can take a lot of pressure there. And here we go. There's the big reveal. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, ah. You can hear all the oohs and ahs for the stars. Okay, I'm going to do the butterfly next. And just like I said, I want to cut off anything that doesn't have foil left on it so it doesn't accidentally stick. Put this down here. And I'm going to go with another piece right underneath. You see, with a brush stroke, it leaves some blank spaces in there. That's okay because we're going to go back on this one in a minute. So kind of fill that right there. So you've got some texture, some distressing there. Okay, and I use gold foil on the bottom. I'm pressing that foil onto where the medium is. There's the hearts. And I will cut the colors that I want for the planets. So I did the swirls on these planets that are, well, they look like planets to me, in the middle. And I want that to be a certain color. I love this rainbow one because I can just cut the colors that I want out of it. I really like this rainbow one. Okay, put that on the foil. And then where I use the stippling effect with the stiff brush, I'm going to use a different color. This color, a little bit of this color. And some of this. Okay, rub that in. Okay. So I don't know if you can zoom on this, Brian.
I'm zoomed in pretty tight, but okay. I can zoom in more.
Oh, I see. Yes. So you can see that nice texture and the swirl brush strokes. The foil picks that up. And then with the polka dots, it's probably going to be more time consuming than we have today, but I chose different colors for all the dots. So you can use every teeny tiny piece of your foil. If you haven't played with the foils yet, it's a lot of fun to play with.
I got Robin saying that that's pretty neat on how you're doing that. We got Valerie Brown joining us.
Hi, Robin. Hi, Valerie.
Out there from Hershey joining us tonight. If you guys are just joining us, we're working on Tacky When Dry with the workers or the Crafters Workshop. We're showing you today how to be able to apply it and how to work with the foiling, not using any kind of heat. And Lee says, I've only used Tacky When Dry once. Thanks for showing me more.
Great. And how to get more use out of those stencils. So it's kind of fun to have all these different patterns now that we all have some stencils going on. Okay. All right, so I got different color polka dots. I got a different color butterfly, and voila. All right, I'm going to show you what I did on the final butterfly. I double foiled it. And again, I have one ready to go that's been double foiled. Purses foiled again. There we go. So after foiling it once, I'm going back in. I've already applied more of the Tacky When Dry. I've let it dry, so I can go back in with another foil. This one. Let's see how this one looks. I haven't used this one on this yet, so it'll be a surprise for me too. So I'm double foiling. Ooh, that's kind of neat. All right. And wherever you see, okay, I haven't picked up the foil, just go back in, press it down, press it in, right into the glue, if it's covered with the glue. So if there's a spot here that you want to go back, it didn't pick up the foil, you can keep doing it over and over until you get it how you want it. So that's how the butterfly would look. You did one layer of one kind of foil and another layer of another kind of foil. And you could go back in and do detail and do another kind of foil or initial or, write someone's name in the glue and foil that. All right. And again, here's the finished card. I decided to put this on a card. We also have these. I think these are new to us. They're little greeting tabs. And this packet is happy birthday. And they're already foiled on a little white tab. There's 40 tabs in a packet. I think we also have thank you. And we also have sentiments on black. And it looks really nice with a card that has foil on it. So I added that here instead of doing that stripe that I masked out. That's pretty much it with how to use these foils. Are there questions?
Nope, it's pretty quiet. We'll give you guys a couple seconds. I'm taking care of that. What do you guys think? You guys got any questions? Let Sheila and I know. We'll try to help you out. Sandy Scott says that she does love the double foil. Mm-hmm. And Barbara Gilbert saying that hot hello from Texas. She's joining us today.
Wow.
So thank you, Barbara, for joining us on the Wednesday night technique of the wet and tacky medium from the Crafters Workshop. You're using that with foils that you don't require any heat.
Tacky when dry.
Tacky when dry. It's upside down.
Tacky when dry.
There you go.
And deco foil.
And deco foil.
And I'm using the waffle flower die is what I cut my piece out of. And I'm using the waffle flower stencil, which is the collage coloring stencil. And the reason I like these ones are because there's a set of stenciled. They're layered. So you can do one layer, another layer, another layer. I think that would be pretty neat too.
Yep. Lee says that she loves the chipboard tabs and also looking for other ways to use craft supplies like stencils.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. So we got that all cleaned up. Why don't I give you a second to clean that up?
Okay.
And then let's talk about, you got something else to be talking about. So why don't I go ahead and just take a couple minutes, guys. So I do want to appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight to watch this. We do have some updates that Sheila's getting ready to do in a couple seconds here. But in the meantime, we'll be coming live again one more week before I have to get out of here to go to another show, which is the CKC Lebanon show. So let me know if you guys are going to be going to that show or not. If we have any Lebanon watchers, Lebanon, Tennessee, that is. So we'll be on next Wednesday again at 6 o'clock. And that's and then we'll be off for a couple weeks because I got 3 shows in a row. So that won't be happening. We have some CraftFancy videos that we're working together for the next One of a Kind group. As you guys know, I'm the host of the One of a Kind show. If not, go ahead and check it out on Facebook. It's the One of a Kind show, the stamp show, stamp and virtual event. Check us out. The promo videos will be out by the end of the week. You guys want to check that out and then do all that. How are we looking over here? Are we good?
We're good.
We're good, huh? Barbara, yes, we missed you in Houston this year as well, so we just didn't get down there at the time. Just didn't work out on our schedule. I'm sorry about that. Maybe next year we'll be able to work with that. So Sheila, what do we got?
So we have a watercolor technique class coming up. This is featuring how to watercolor with Distress Oxide inks. We're going to stamp with them. We're going to paint with them. We're going to dip dye them. We're going to blend them and mix them. We're going to use them as our watercolors. We're going to shape paper with the watercolor paper, working with watercolor paper. We're going to tear the watercolor paper. That's what it's about. All about watercolor with Distress Oxide stamps, pencils, inks. That's it.
That's it. What do you mean that's it? When were you having class?
The date in my head. September 6th.
Yeah, it's actually it's going to be September 6th. It's at 6 p.m.
September 6th at 6 p.m.
At 6 p.m. It's going to be a Friday night. It's going to be a Friday night special class, so it starts at 6 p.m. I don't know how long it's going to be, and it's going to take as long as it takes, so we're not in a rush to make these wonderful looking cards. You guys want to check that out. If you are interested in checking out and getting a kit, there's still some kits available, so you guys want to check that out. Let's see if I can get over here without screwing this up too much. It is right here. Let me just make this big again. So what you want to do is go to craftfancy.com, www.craftfancy.com. Go down to the shop, go down to custom cards and scrapbook kits. You can click on that, and you're going to find that right there. That's the watercolor with Distress Oxide Inks Class, taught by Sheila. And yes, that's going to be on 9/6. That's going to be using the Gina K Bold Bloom stamp sets, the fossilized amber spritz, pattern paper, cardstock frills, envelopes, and watercolor paper. Very important, watercolor paper will be included in, so you guys can create 3 cards. You're going to be doing 3 cards during that class, Sheila?
We're going to be doing 3 cards, but there's plenty in the kit to do many more.
There you go. So you guys can go ahead and get that. And it looks like this class is going to be only $26. That's right, $26. You're going to be able to get that and be able to watch it. If not, then you guys just want to be too bad, so sad, you lose out now. You'll be able to watch the events as well and then be able to see if that's something that you like, and you can always get that kit later on. What do you think of that, Sheila?
I think that is a wonderful idea. But I think everybody should join me on Friday night, because when you join live, you can ask questions and get your questions answered. You can read tips as we're doing it from other people who are doing it, and I think that's really helpful.
Who knows, maybe you'll even do a couple giveaways during that time, so it's something you want to always stick out. You know, okay. No one ever wants anything, though, so. Excellent. Giveaways. Yes. Sandy Scott got our tickets for the CKC events. Which one? Are you going to the Tennessee one? We got Tennessee and Manchester coming up. So those are, I think, the 2. There might be a third one in there, but I think those are the 2. So Sandy Scott, I can't wait to see you there. Whatever show that's going to be. Lee says giveaways. Yes, maybe we'll do a giveaway or something, so you guys might want to tune in and watch that. So, all right, what else? We got everything else? Did we cover everything?
I think we covered everything.
Just really quick. Oh, you put it all away already. Why did you put it all away? I'm just going to show them one more time.
Okay.
You know they're just sitting there looking. Right, they're like, someone's riding the fence. I don't know if I like these.
Yeah.
What do we use these cards for, Sheila? Why would someone make these cards?
The watercolor cards?
Yep. Tell me why someone would make these cards.
They would make the cards to learn the techniques so that when they want to make a beautiful card, use their Distress inks, use their watercolor paper, their watercolor pencils, or they have a beautiful stamp, they don't really know how to play with it and how many things can be done with one gorgeous stamp. This is where you can learn those kinds of things.
All right. All right. And then you just write the little note in the card and away you go. So, like the top card right there, who would I give that card to?
It's all about the journey.
Yes. Tell me who I would give that card to. Why do I need
a graduate, maybe. Someone with a birthday.
There you go.
Someone who's moving into a new home. Someone who's taking a long trip.
Yeah, off a short pier. Get it? With the boat.
Mm-hmm. Put some photographs in there from something you went on that you're sharing with somebody.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I always like to ask those questions. As you guys know, I always like to make the cards, but again, sometimes you got to make cards and make sure people understand how they want us to use them. So to make a card, you're there. Got Gavin Tadovich joining us, missing you too. Hi guys, wow, so much sun. Yes, I am kind of red today. I was at a golfing event all day, so. And then Ginger's joining us too. Good evening. Hopefully in the store this Saturday for the Tim Holtz how to make the CF308. Wow, look at that, the CF308. So that's good. That's awesome. We'll be here on Saturday, so hopefully Ginger stop on in. And then is your oak kit on the website? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'll let the cat out of the bag here. So I got to make a video up. I have a kit available. Let's just go there really quick. Maybe let's go check this out. Hold on. So I have a kit. Before I even do that, so I have a kit for our one of a kind group coming up. So but my problem is I have no pictures. I can't release my product. I can't release. I have a kit. It's not ready to ship yet. And I don't have pictures because I'm doing something with a product that's new and it's not released yet, so I'm not authorized to show any pictures of it. But with that being said, let's go to the store website again. Let's go down to www.craftfancy.com. Let's go down to custom cards and scrapbook kits, and you're going to see right here, this is a spooktacular postage collage card kit. Yes, I said spooktacular. And I said postage collage kit. So you know what that means? Yes, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, already know what that means. It is the waffle flower one. But it doesn't get released till 9/5. Therefore, I cannot give any product information on it other than what we see here. You're going to get the postage collage spooktacular stencil. You're going to get the stamp set that comes with it, the pattern paper, cardstocks, envelopes, and so on. And you're going to be able to get all that. So here's the deal. I don't want to make sure no one gets ripped off, or not ripped off, but miss out on the event, I should say. So here's the deal. If you trust CraftFancy, click the link, get it on order. We'll be able to ship it right away when it comes out after 9/5. I can't ship it before 9/5. I got to ship it after 9/5. And if you're not sure that you want to do the spooktacular with the waffle flower postage collage, which, by the way, I think it looks awesome. Yes, I did see it already, so I do. But if you trust me, you trust CraftFancy, and you're into it, go ahead, get on order right now. You'll be good to go. You won't miss out. If I ever disappointed you, tell me that I suck, and we'll get you right. I'll take care of you right away. But I try not to let people down. So here's the deal: 9/5. New video will be out. I'll have the images on there. But if you can't wait or you trust us, click the link. Make sure that we don't run out. Because you know what's going to happen. Limited quantities, and they do go quick. And my kits have been selling out. So this is something that Don't joke around. Don't sit and hee-haw about it. Don't wonder about what else is going on. Click the link if you trust me and get it right away. Yes, that's right. That's right. It's Brian, and you got to trust me. So no disappointments ever. Thank you, Mr. Gavin. Always appreciate that. And Valerie Brown, thank you very much for ordering those right now. Can we pick up the kit on Saturday or get a glimpse of anything pertaining to the kit? Ginger, that would be a big no. Not unless if you don't want me to sell waffle flowers anymore, because I cannot show anything until 9/5. So anyone sees something or glimpse something, that means that I broke a contract, and I'm not breaking contracts with Waffle Flower because Waffle Flower has been so good to me. And unfortunately, I got to keep it all under wraps. So we got it all kind of set up. You just got to try to trust us, or maybe even be in the store at 9/5 and schedule that pickup on 9/5 if you want to check it out. Then the video will be out on 9/5. So, and I'm sure we'll still be able to get it to you in the case of the event. But thank you for asking, Ginger. Those are the questions I always love from everyone. All right. I think we got a lot of questions answered tonight, Sheila. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So we covered the Tacky When Dry from the Crafters Workshop. Great company. Jamie is over there. I love working with her stuff. We worked with some deco foils, which happens to be local to Illinois. And then we talked about your upcoming watercolor class. That's on 9/6. We're going to be live next Wednesday, 9/4. And we talked about the release of our one-of-a-kind postage collage spooktacular, which is all about the Halloween. So you guys better get it on order, or just have to wait till 9/5 for the fresh video to come out. All right, guys. I spent enough time here. We got to get out of here because it is Wednesday night, and we got to go on. What kind of TV is it going to be on tonight, Sheila? What are you watching?
Star Trek.
Star Trek. There we go. I haven't said Star Trek.
The new one.
No. You got to go with Captain Kirk.
Well, this is Pike. This is pre-Kirk. It's pretty good.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. There we go, guys. We got to get out of here. Prime time's going to be starting pretty soon. I hope you got Astros won. What? Wait, this is Cubby Land. You can't be talking about no Astros.
Lost in space. Gavin out.
Yes, Lost in space. All right. I'm lost in crafty land right now, guys. Guys, I want to appreciate everyone for taking time out of your busy schedules to watch us today and hopefully learn a few things and be able to sign up for some future classes. So I hope you guys got it. Can't wait to see you next Wednesday. That'll be the next time we'll be on, unless if you see our promo videos before that in the One of a Kind group or on YouTube. My name is Brian.
And I'm Sheila.
And we want to say thank you for tuning in tonight for Technique Wednesday. We'll see you next Wednesday on 9/4. Talk to you soon. Bye.